Welcome to Karnataka LMS. Myself Suguna HG, Assistant Professor, GFGC Chintamani. In this video, I am presenting you properties of groups, continuation and problems on it. Property 6. If A and B are any two elements of group G star, then the equations A star x is equal to B and y star A is equal to B have unique solution in G. So here we have to show that when A star x is equal to B and y star A is equal to B, both of them have unique solution. So to show this one, let us prove this theorem in two cases. Proof. Case 1. Each element in G has a unique inverse. A belongs to G implies A inverse belongs to G. So that A inverse belongs to G, comma, B belongs to G implies A inverse star B belongs to G. See, by closure law, if A inverse belongs to G, B belongs to G, then A inverse star B belongs to G. By substituting A inverse star B for x in the left side of the equation Ax is equal to B, so we have A star A inverse B, because A inverse star B we consider it as x. We have A star A inverse star B is equal to A star A inverse star B. See here, we made use of the associative law here and we grouped A star A inverse together, and this is nothing but an identity element E. Hence, A star A inverse star B is equal to A star A inverse star B. Now this A star A inverse is equal to E. Again E star B by using the identity axiom, which is equal to B. Thus x is equal to A inverse star B satisfies the equation A star x is equal to B. And also A inverse star B belongs to G, therefore x is equal to A inverse star B is the solution of A star x is equal to B. Here, since A inverse star B belongs to G, here in the above equation we proved x is equal to A inverse star B. This satisfies the equation A star x is equal to B, and also this element A inverse star B belongs to G. Therefore, x is equal to A inverse star B is a solution of A star x is equal to B in G. In order to show that this solution is unique, consider, if possible, x is equal to x1 and x is equal to x2. Let us take x has two values, x1 and x2. These two are the solutions of the equation we have considered. Then A star x is equal to B in G, so that these two values will give two equations separately. They are A star x1 is equal to B and A star x2 is equal to B. Since both of them are equal to B, see, A star x1 is equal to B, A star x2 is equal to B. Therefore, A star x1 is equal to A star x2. Now by left cancellation law, we have cancelled A, so we get x1 is equal to x2. Hence the equation A star x is equal to B has the unique solution. We took x is equal to x1 and x is equal to x2 as two solutions of the given equation, but we get A star x1 is equal to B and A star x2 is equal to B. So the RHS is same, hence the LHS A star x1 is equal to A star x2. Now by using the left cancellation law, x1 is equal to x2. Hence, the solutions are unique. Therefore, the equation A star x is equal to b has a unique solution. Case 2. Y star A is equal to b implies y star A inverse. So that is equal to b star A inverse, because A inverse belongs to G as A belongs to G. It means A inverse is the inverse of A. So by post operating this, y star A is equal to b by A inverse both sides. So we get it as y star A is equal to b implies y star A inverse is equal to b star A inverse. Now this again implies y star A inverse. See, by associative law, we have grouped this A star A inverse together. Then again we can make use of the inverse law and take this A star A inverse as E. So this implies y star E, that is A star A inverse is equal to E, which is equal to b star A inverse by using the inverse axiom. Now y star E is again replaced by y by using the identity axiom. So which implies y is equal to b star A inverse. Now b star A inverse is the solution of y star A is equal to b. So that is y is equal to b star A inverse is the solution of y star A is equal to b. Let, if possible, y is equal to y1 and y is equal to y2 be two solutions of this equation, and let us check whether both the solutions are equal or not. If possible, let us have y is equal to y1 and y is equal to y2 be two solutions of y star A is equal to b. Y star A is equal to b in G, so that y1 star A, because y is equal to y1 we have taken, so that y1 star A is equal to b and y2 star A is equal to b. We got two equations. By taking the equations, see, both of them are equal to b. So when RHS are equal, LHS are also equal. So LHS y1 star A is equal to y2 star A. By right cancellation law, we can cancel these A's. So we get y1 is equal to y2 because both of them are equal. So y1 is equal to y2 we get. The solution of y star A is equal to b is unique. See, in the previous case we proved that x star A is equal to b is unique, and here y star A is equal to b is unique. Now let us take few problems on group theory. So prove that a group of order 3 is abelian. And to prove this one, let us consider G comma star be a group of order 3. Order 3 means it will have 3 elements, and let us take one of these 3 elements as identity element, and let G is equal to EAB, the given set, and the element E be the identity. See, since G is a group, identity element should be present in this one. So among these 3 elements, let E be the identity. Now, in order to prove that it is an abelian group, let us construct the composition table. With respect to star, let us write the composition table. First row, take the elements E, A, B, and first column E, A, B. Then let us find out the first row, that is E star E is equal to E itself, and E star A is also A itself because it is an identity element, and E star B is also equal to B. So now the first row is filled. Then let us go to the second row, that is A star E, again it is equal to A, because E is the identity element. When you operate with the identity element, the same element remains. Then A star A, let us write it as it is, and A star B. Then the third row, B star E is equal to B. B star A, as it is we have taken B star A, B star B is B itself. Now in the group it has been given E is the identity element. In this table, observe each element exists only once in each row. First row EAB, and here A once, A star A and A star B once. That means here, since in any row of the composition table of the group, each element exists only once. So from the second row, let us take from the second row elements, either A star B is equal to E, see, A star B is equal to E, or A star B is equal to E. Two cases will arise from this one. See, from the second row, A star B is equal to E or A star B is equal to B. Suppose if you take A star B is equal to B, which implies A is equal to E. See, when you operate one element with the other element, if you are getting the same element as the answer, then E will be the identity element, which is not possible because already we have considered that the element E is an identity element in this group. So this is not possible. So A is equal to identity element is not possible. Hence that will be equal to E. So since A is not an identity element, A star B is equal to E. Take this equation as 1. Now also from the next row, see, from the elements of the third row, if you take B star A, B star A we get, so that is equal to E or B. Let us take from third row, either B star A is equal to E or B we will take. Okay. Now if B star A is equal to B, then let us see what we are getting here. So B star A is equal to A, means we are operating with A, B element with A. So we are getting answer as A. So B is the identity element. This is not possible. Why it is not possible? Again see, we have the result, that is the one of the element E is an identity. So B cannot be the identity element. Already we have proved the properties of the groups, that every group has unique identity. Hence B is equal to E is not true. Okay, since B is not equal to E, so B star A is equal to E is the correct solution. Treat this as equation 2. Now observe 1 and 2. A star B is equal to E and B star A is equal to E. See, from 1 and 2, both of them are equal because they are equal to EE. So A star B is equal to B star A. The commutative law holds good. Hence G star, which is a group of order 3, is abelian. Now see, from the problem, that is, we have to show that the group of order 3 is abelian. It is G is already abelian group. G is already a group. So all the 4 properties, identity, inverse, closure, and the associative law have been satisfied already. So to prove that it is an abelian group, if you satisfy the commutative property, that is sufficient. Now by using this composition table, we proved that A star B is equal to E and B star A is equal to E. Therefore, A star B is equal to B star A, which implies that the A star B is equal to B star A. Hence, the commutative law holds good. Since the commutative law holds good in G, so G star, which is a group of order 3, is abelian. Okay, now let us go to the next problem. If every element of the group G is its own inverse, then show that G is abelian. See, if every element of a group G is its own inverse, then it will be an abelian group. We have to show. Let us consider two elements A, B belongs to G. If A inverse is equal to A and B inverse is equal to B, then the group will be an abelian group. So consider A, B belongs to G, then A inverse is equal to A and B inverse is equal to B. If this property satisfies, then it is an abelian group. Since G is a group, the closure property satisfies, that is A, B belongs to G implies with respect to multiplication AB belongs to G. Now AB whole inverse by our hypothesis. What is our hypothesis? A inverse is equal to A and B inverse is equal to B is our hypothesis. So by using these two results, so AB is nothing but AB whole inverse. So by our hypothesis, AB whole inverse is equal to AB. Now by the reversal law, AB whole inverse can be expanded as B inverse A inverse, which is equal to AB by using the reversal law. Now by our hypothesis again, A inverse is equal to A, B inverse is equal to B. Hence B inverse A inverse is BA. So BA is equal to AB. Why? Because by our hypothesis A inverse is equal to A and B inverse is equal to B. So we get AB is equal to BA. This is nothing but the commutative law. Hence the given group G is an abelian group. See, every element of G, if it has its inverse as its own, then it is an abelian group. Third question. If G be a group of even order, then show that there exists an element A other than the identity element E such that A square is equal to E. See, if the group G is of even order, so if it is 2, 4, 6, 8 like that, means the number of elements in a group are even. That is the order of the group. Then there exists an element A other than the identity element E such that A square is equal to E. Let us consider G be a group of even order so that G contains an even number of elements. Now since every element in G possesses a unique inverse and the identity element E is its own inverse. E has its own inverse, that is E itself. The hypothesis that G is of even order reveals that there is at least one element A other than the identity element such that A inverse is equal to A, but A is equal to A inverse. Then operate this A inverse is equal to A by A. So you get A inverse is equal to AA. AA is equal to AA inverse by pre-operating A inverse is equal to A here. So which implies that A into A is A square, AA inverse is equal to E. Thus we get A is not equal to E is an element of G such that A square is equal to E. See, here every element has its own inverse as its element itself. So A is equal to A inverse. Since A is equal to A inverse, when you operate this here, so you get AA is equal to AA inverse. AA is A square, AA inverse is equal to E. Thus, A is not equal to E is an element of G such that A square is equal to E. See, in this problem, if G be a group of even order, then show that there exists an element A other than the identity element E such that A square is equal to E. See, G is a group of even order, so it contains even number of elements. Now, since every element of this group possesses a unique inverse and the identity element is E is its own inverse. Now, by the hypothesis G is of even order, this reveals that there is at least one element A other than the identity element such that A inverse is equal to A, but A inverse is equal to A implies that A into A is equal to AA inverse, which is nothing but AA is A square, AA inverse is equal to E. Thus, A is not equal to E is an element of G such that A square is equal to E. Thank you.